So, a few things. Y'all ready to cancel your faves now or what? Because y'all gotta know at this point, any connection to Diddy is fucked at this point. There's no way y'all don't know that. And there's no way y'all don't know about the names that are about to be connected to this. There's no way y'all don't fucking know. And I'm asking this for a specific reason. Because, see, when we started canceling people and their music, like specific artists and their music for the shit that we found out that they did, I also said some time ago that y'all are going to have to also cancel anybody who's connected to them. Because if you truly think that people are going to be able to walk through this entire industry of Hollywood and not be connected to some fuck shit, or know somebody who knows somebody who knows somebody who knows somebody else who's connected to it, then you do need to seriously stay asleep. You know, when I started saying, yeah, you know, y'all may have to start looking at your faves because they're also connected to said artists, all of a sudden it was, we don't have enough evidence to say that about them and yada, yada, yada. When there's always been evidence that they have been a part of some fuck shit. You know, like when the Epstein Island flight logs came out and the amount of names that was on that. Boy, the amount of denial and deaf, dumb, and blind we were when that occurred. So y'all gonna be able to hide from this now because you do know anybody connected to this man and connected to the shit that he did are fucked. Like, there's no getting around it. It's fucked. What, is this the evidence that y'all needed now? Because they're going to cancel them now. That means you're going to stop listening to their music and going to their concerts and supporting their whatever. You're going to stop doing that now because this is enough evidence. So you're going to stop doing it now, or you're going to come up with some bullshit ass excuse like you've always been doing about these same faves. Y'all going to do that now? Oh, and this goes for some of y'all gospel artists too, because they are not exempt, but most of y'all are not even ready for that conversation. Shifting gears, I am truly sorry for this execution that happened, because to be honest, it should have never occurred, but unfortunately, I'm not surprised. It's very disappointing, but not surprising. We have all known for some time who this justice system serves and who it doesn't, and that's why I said this is disappointing, but unfortunately not surprising. And to find out that that man wasn't even at the scene when this shit occurred is crazy. Again, it should have never occurred. It should have never happened, even with all the evidence. But again, we know who the justice system serves and who it doesn't. This is shifting gears into something that's a bit older now, but I am so glad that Samyra has been taking the approach she's been taking with this whole Toccara thing. And Toccara, I'm really not understanding where you thought you was going in your argument, or what validity you thought you was going to have after keep mentioning that you're a one fucking ex. Like, sweetheart, the dots just was not connecting for you. I'm not understanding. And then the fact that you're an older woman makes it way worse. How was 2 + 2 not equaling 4 for you a lot faster than that? And I'm glad that all Samyra's been doing really is just taking your crash outs and just educating, and that's it. And it makes it even funnier of a chef's kiss, because again, you really didn't have no dog in that fight, and it's really highly disappointing considering you are a part of that community. But, you know, being the desired plus size, you may think that you're above that. You're not. Even older, into shifting of the gears of topics, I am glad that the Cam and Nick interviews came out, because it lets a lot of people know that the only difference between men like them and the men that get dealt with like them in real life is just the tax bracket. That's it. That's the only thing that differentiates them, is the money, because they still get dealt with. Nick's interview was a bit more interesting because of the fact that the things that he said he's willing to do or become in order to manipulate someone. And we've been saying this for years, that there are a good chunk of them out there who like to be pretenders and are now starting to master doing it for years at a time before you figure out the red flags and the cracks. But you know, when we said this, everything was deaf, dumb, and blind, and all of a sudden 2 + 2 = 6 carry to 1 and not 4. But I'm glad these interviews came out, because it lets you know whether they have money or whether they don't. There are men like them that it fucking exists. It wasn't rocket science. So Mr. Adams done got indicted. Whew, that's going to be interesting to watch in itself. If you know, you know. And the 2 moon thing sounds kind of cool, but the fact of the matter is I'm not getting in nobody's water. Absolutely the fuck not. I just feel like that's just going to affect it heavily. I'm not doing it. Nobody's cruise, pools, beaches, none of that. Ain't finna happen. I was just the same for you, but it's fine. It's cool. I get it. But for me, and there's a couple other things I feel like that's going to start switching up too with 2 moons, and they're going to be out for some time. Again, if you know, you know. If you don't, research. This shit is just starting to feel like the season finale to a lot of shit. And it's just not cool, because I'm just not understanding what the fuck are we supposed to really do for real, other than be like,